So this kind of brings me to what Saturn can really represent in a natal chart. And I'll get into some kind of remedies and some things that will alleviate his influence, specifically during Saturn returns or Sati Sate. Saturn rules all form, law, material nature, duality. He's the force that binds, right? He's got the rings around him. He binds things and makes them permanent. He crystallizes them. His rings are symbolic of binding. Saturn's associated with minerals or crystals because he designed the entire mineral plane. And yes, crystals. All of them. All of them. So know that when you're buying crystals, using them to decorate, thinking that you're getting special or benefic energies out of them, know that you have just now invited Saturn in. That is his realm. He rules all of it. Doesn't matter what that crystal represents. Saturn rules it. And if you have unresolved karma in your life or have a heavy influence of him in your chart, he's in detriment in some way or a lot of bad aspects, prepare for what's coming. The lessons are coming. You've let Saturn know that you want his influence in your life, even if you do it unconsciously. I'm not saying crystals are bad. I wear crystals. I wear symbols. I'm wearing Saturn stuff all over me right now, and I'll get to that. Just know that you will be inviting his influence. And if you're not ready for that, if you haven't been doing self-work, if you haven't been trying to better yourself or to learn what your fundamental nature or why you're here is, you may be in for some conflict. It's just kind of the way Saturn works. And because he rules minerals and crystals, he also rules prophecy or scrying, like crystal balls or looking through crystals. And if you think about it, Janus can see into the future, also the past. So that's the whole aspect of prophecy and scrying. I would say even seances. He rules over melancholy or depression, seriousness, dryness, coldness, grief, solitude. He is the scapegoat, the one you can blame everything on. But it's not that simple. And you should never look at Saturn or any malefic planet and be like, it's their fault these things are happening or why I'm like this. It's your choice. They're just giving you lead, and you have to figure out how to turn it into gold. And I know it all sounds bad, and it definitely can manifest this way and probably will or usually does in most people's charts. But as I said, things are never what they seem as Saturn or with Saturn. That's why he's two-faced guy. That's why he's Janus. There's always hidden gold in the lead that he gives you. For example, Cornelius Agrippa states that the melancholics that are ruled by Saturn are by their very nature a prophet. And the exact quote is, they can become a receptacle of divine spirits and they learn of them the secrets of divine things. It foretells things which are appointed by God's special predestination as future prodigies, miracles, or prophets to come, the changing of the law. It's powerful stuff. You have to understand that the Renaissance and even the ancient Greeks didn't look at Saturn as just bad, right? You'll hear a lot of astrologers say, if you have this specific aspect or Saturn in this specific place, this is bad and this is just going to be bad and that's the way it is. No. The Greeks, as well as in the Renaissance, they believed, specifically the late 1500s, early 1600s, they believed that it was up to the individual to use Saturn's influence to learn and to grow and to be more. And you can turn what seems to be a detriment into a benefit. And I'm of that nature too. That's why I'm trying to teach all of this, because I think that it will be beneficial. Individuals need to learn how to read their own charts, get their own information, and then grow with it, because no one can interpret your chart like you can, because you know who you are. Well, hopefully you've been doing work to know who you are, and you know your own life experiences. It's not to point out and say, this is why this happened. No. Or this is going to happen in this way. No. It's for you to understand that there are specific influences, and how can you alter and use them to grow and be better and move beyond them, outgrow them, as Jung would say.